Hi, how are ya? How was your week? Wouldn't be my video if I didn't say how was your week. Starting to get a little warmer. Still a lot of rain. And we're coming to the middle of the spring. And in 2 days, it's going to be Mother's Day. Mother's Day's a celebration, and sometimes it's hard. If you have lost your mom this year, I totally get it. If you have lost a child this year, I totally get it. A grandmother, an aunt, anybody. These holidays are tough. But we also have a new mom. We have a new granddaughter, and her mom is a new mom. And we want to celebrate her. So I'm going to try really hard to make this a celebration. So I did what I do. I looked up in the Bible about moms. Proverbs 31, verses 25 through 30. Strength and dignity are her clothing, and she laughs at the time to come. She opens her mouth with wisdom, and the teaching of kindness is on her tongue. She looks well to the ways of her household and does not eat the bread of idleness. Her children rise up and call her blessed. Her husband also, and he praises her. Many women have done excellently, but you surpass them all. Proverbs 22, verse 6. A mom should train up a child in the way he should go, and even when he's old, he will not depart from it. And then there's Proverbs chapter 31, verses 26 through 27. Same thing. She opens her mouth with wisdom, and the teaching of kindness is on her tongue. Isaiah 66, verse 13. As one whom his mother comforts, so I will comfort you. You will be comforted in Jerusalem. Isaiah 49, 15. Can a woman forget her nursing child, that she should have no compassion on the son of her womb? Even these may forget, yet I will not forget you. Here's the thing. The reason that we celebrate moms is because moms, like dads, they give up a lot to have a child and raise that child and teach that child to be a good person, to love them, sacrifice for them. I ask the kids at school, what do moms do? She makes me my lunch. She drives me to school. She gives me hugs. She lets me come in her bed when I'm scared. She watches TV with me. Moms are there. They're with you. And when they're babies, when their children are babies, they're there all the time. My daughter-in-law, she's with her baby 24/7. My son is too. And Emily has a special job to do. And she's doing it. It's not an easy job. Doesn't ever get easier. But she's doing it. Now I have another granddaughter, which I'm sure you know, whose mom is in heaven. So who mothers her? Well, I'll tell you, her dad. He should be celebrated this Mother's Day also, because he took up the reins of taking care of this baby. And he is justified in getting the praise also. being a mom doesn't necessarily mean that you are a woman. Could mean that you are the one that is the nurturer in the family. And nowadays, both dads and moms can take that role. But I don't want to take away from the moms. I know, for me, some of what I have is when my child is hurt or scared or angry, I feel those same feelings. I feel what they feel. When my child was an infant and couldn't nurse as well as she wanted to, I felt the same frustration. When my son had a teacher say inappropriate things to him, I felt his anger. I had his anger. Moms, and nowadays dads too, they have a tough job ahead of them. They have to physically take care of their child. They have to emotionally take care of their child. They have to teach them to be kind and loving. They have to raise them to be strong and comforting. It's not an easy job, and not everybody does it as well as they can, but we all, almost all of us, try to do our best. So when you're in that position, you're a mom, you just know, I know what you're going through. It's one of the hardest things I've ever done in my whole life. I give a lot of credit to my daughter-in-law and my daughter, because Colleen gave a base to her daughter, a beautiful, strong base of life. She was there almost a year with her and took care of her and loved her and sang to her and fed her. In the hospital, she was still pumping the milk for her baby. Her baby was her priority. My other granddaughter is my daughter-in-law's priority. My son too, but that'll come next month. It's important. And that's why we celebrate it. My mom, who raised us for a long time on her own, she had to do what she had to do. And here we are. So, when you're feeding your child, or worried because they haven't come home yet, or taking them to the hospital because they broke an arm, you just keep thinking, I can do this, and God's right there with me. We can get this done. Because that's the point, isn't it, of all of these videos. Are we alone in this? We are not. We have to ask. But God is right there, knowing how much we are putting into this. You got a little bit of help. And you got a lot of company. So I'm going to celebrate my daughter-in-law and my son-in-law. And I'm going to celebrate my two little granddaughters who have good moms and dads. and my mom, and Kenny's mom in heaven. So just know you're not alone. You got this. I found a poem. It's in here somewhere. Here. Mother's Day has come, and as I reflect, as I sit alone, I'm reminded that my heart will always be my child's home. Although my child isn't physically here, I smile when I realize their presence is always near. My child shows up when I see a cardinal land on a tree, and in those moments in my head, I hear their voice saying, "I came to visit and tell you I love you, Mommy." When the sun is shining just right, or when I look into the sky, I know my child is smiling back at me from way up high. When days get tough and I want to give up, my child gives me the strength and reminds me I am enough. Being the mother of a child who has passed away comes with so much weight. There's so many emotions, a ton of questions, and a lot of pain. But on this Mother's Day, from one bereaved mom to another, I want you to take comfort and rest. And know that you, my dear, have gone through a lot, and you are truly, truly one of the best. It takes a special woman to mother a child's spirit and to keep their legacy alive, and it takes a lot of courage to continue to put one foot in front of the other and to take all of your heartache in stride. Many would find it hard to endure and travel the road that has been set before you, but I hope you continue to meet each day with new determination and fortitude. Know that your child loves you, and you have the privilege of being their reflection in the earth. Know that just because your child passed away, it didn't take away your value, and it didn't diminish your worth. Mother's Day can bring a variety of feelings, so give yourself time and space that you need. And throughout the day and all the days to come, don't forget to give yourself grace. Take some deep breaths and just breathe. As you feel your child's embrace in the way that you know it is them. When you think about that, they would say, I'm almost certain that today they'd snuggle up next to you and tell you Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day from my heart to yours. So my friends that have also lost their children, you remember you are still a mom. And it's not like you're still a mom for somebody who's not here anymore. You're still a mom whose spirit is right here with us, which means they are right here with us. So you take care of yourself, and you know that they're right here with us. And you remember the moms that you know in your life, the ones that feel the empathy. They get tired and sometimes a little annoyed. And be nice to them and celebrate them. And know that I celebrate with you. I love you all so much. I miss you. But we'll be together soon. Have a good week.